I hope you're good. So let's get into it. How did I lose my eye? But today I don't feel like sitting down and talking. I'm gonna go to the forest. Isn't it gorgeous? Let's talk. How did I lose my eye? So I've actually done a video about this years ago when I first revealed that I had a fake eye. Like, I did not express that I had a fake eye a lot, or if at all, on my YouTube channel, on my social media for years. I've been doing this for like 15 years. And I just kept it a secret, and then all of a sudden one day I decided to just like make a video about it. That video is very old now. I've actually like changed my thoughts and feelings a little bit from that video, but that video was really important to make, so I'm gonna keep that video up. Ooh! Let's get into this. So I lost my eye due to a condition called retinoblastoma, which is basically cancer in the eye, and it was in my right eye. And actually this week is retinoblastoma week, so I'm going to tell you a few facts about it because so many people are not aware of this, and it's actually more common than you think. I've got all the facts in my notes here. So retinoblastoma usually affects children. I had it when I was 2 years old. Just before my 3rd birthday I had my eye removed, and approximately 1 child a week in the UK is diagnosed with this, which is wild. Ooh, that wasn't fairies in the woods, that was my phone alarm going off. But anyway, yeah, I could not believe when I read that fact that is actually a lot of children. I can't do maths, don't do maths, but I know that that's a lot of children. So it is a rare disease, but it's also not as rare as you think. Here are some signs on how to spot it. There can be a white eye or a glow in one of the eyes. You could have a squint or a red or swollen eye that's not an infection. A change in iris colour. No red eye in photos, so you know when you take a picture and one eye is red and one eye is not, like both of your eyes are usually red. That is a big sign. I know most people have figured out that they had retinoblastoma through this. I actually think my mum and dad realised that something was wrong when they were taking pictures of me. Also deterioration in sight in general. So if you spot these symptoms, go to a GP immediately and also get a second opinion. My mum went to the GP, she took me to the GP when I was a kid, and my GP said I was fine, and the only reason we caught it is because she went to the opticians or something, and she asked the opticians to check me because she was still concerned. Then they like immediately referred me to the hospital, which was... I am so lucky because there are different stages of retinoblastoma as well. The quicker that you spot it, the easier it is to treat, and you can actually not lose your eye. Unfortunately, it was too late for me and my eye needed to be removed. But talking about treatment, let's talk about treatment. So there's laser treatment, there's chemo, there's proton therapy and radiotherapy. You can have those too. And it all just depends on the seriousness of the retinoblastoma and what the doctors deem as suitable and safe for a child to have as treatment. I was unfortunately too far along, so I just had to have the eye completely removed. But when I had my eye removed, the cancer was gone, and now I just have a prosthetic eye, and I am blind completely in this eye, and I've lived my whole life being blind in one eye. I'm gonna show you something really cool. So in this chest are all of my eyes I've had since I was a child, and as you can see, they're all different shapes. Look, this one is really thin. Look how thin this one is. She's thick. Because basically my eye has grown and changed over the years. And I have, how many have I had? I've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's 9 eyes here. Oh, and then I have another brown one at home, so that's 10. And then I have this green one as well, which is 11. And they're all of my NHS eyes. So the NHS in the UK looks after this, looks after the prosthetic eye section. We are very fortunate in the UK to get prosthetic eyes for free. In some countries that's not the case. You have to have insurance and pay for them. I am very lucky. As a kid, my eye has changed and grown, like as I've grown, and then as I've gotten older, your eye socket like stops growing, so I don't have to have it change as much. It's like every 8 years that I have to get a new one. I think one of the fun facts is that a lot of people think that they're like round, because films and stuff have portrayed them as like a circle, but that's just not the case. Most prosthetic eye wearers, it's kind of a half shape. Just films have etched this into people's brains that they're like circle, that they're like a full sphere. I actually don't know the science behind it. I don't know why it's not a full sphere. I feel like it should be as well, but it's not. As a kid, obviously I have memories of it being really weird at first. I really didn't like taking my eye out to clean and putting it back in. It felt really, really weird, and I can remember I used to have temper tantrums, and only my dad, I believe, could actually get me to calm down and put it in. But obviously kids are really malleable. Kids are really good at learning things and getting used to things. Now it's just a regular, normal part of my life, even though like for most people it's not normal. So sometimes I forget that it's not normal and people actually find it really interesting. Now that I've been more open about having a prosthetic eye, I've had a lot of parents and people on Instagram especially asking me questions and concerned things about their kids. Are they going to have a normal life? Are they going to have a good life? And the answer is yes. Yes, you are. You can do so many things and you're gonna have a great life. Because yeah, it's a disability and we do have to adjust to things and we have to have special treatment, and we have to adjust to the blindness. We can still live a very fulfilled and happy life. I mean, people have had so many worries about me. They've been like, will you be able to drive? Will you be able to actually be a dancer? Because, you know, in chorus lines, I can't see the person next to me. I can't do turns and spins as well as other people. Like, can I drive? I just came on an e-scooter here and I can drive it totally fine. I just have to do some adjustments, basically because we're in the UK and everything is overtaking you on the right side and I'm blind on the right side. I have to kind of turn my head this way and really look back, or like turn this way and really look back. I prefer to do it that way. Yeah, we can drive. I will get back to driving though, because I do have a little note to talk about on driving. I didn't know if I could skydive. I was Googling it and a lot of people said it can be quite dangerous for people with one eye to skydive or prosthetic eye into skydive, but I did it. I did it last year. I skydived and it was amazing. I have been a professional dancer in my life. I've been in music videos. I've been on shows. Another worry was actually brought on not just by myself, but also casting directors, was that could I actually have a face for screen? Is it going to be too distracting? And that is something that I am still bringing awareness to with casting directors and with audiences, but it is not impossible. I have gotten jobs, acting jobs on screen. Anything I can dream to do, I can do, except two things, what I believe: fly a plane and see movies in 3D. Those are the two things that I'll never ever be able to do, but everything else I'm like, we can adjust and we can do this in my own way, however that looks like. Talking about driving though, I have actually tried to learn how to drive a car twice now in London, and because in the UK basically everything, we drive on the left hand side, so people are overtaking on the right side, and because I am blind on the right side, like even the mirror, I can't see the mirror, the window mirror, unless I really turn my head, so there's no such thing as like glancing at the mirror. So I would really have to use this mirror or really have to turn my head constantly. Now, that is not impossible. That is very doable. However, London is absolutely nuts. I would not suggest, if you are partially sighted trying to learn how to drive in a city, because I think you need to get used to learning how to drive in a quieter space first, because I honestly, both times I've had intense anxiety in London because they don't care. They literally just come out of nowhere and people are just like, I think it's just better off if I learn how to do it maybe back at home in Barnsley or somewhere just a bit quieter. Which is actually why I really enjoy the scooter, because people know that you're going to be a little bit slower anyway. The scooter has a speed limit, so the cars know that you're going to be slower, and also I find it actually easier to look around on the scooter because you're not entrapped in a big box. So the field of vision is actually a bit easier. I know so many people that take the mickey out of these e-scooters. Well, you never know why somebody is riding an e-scooter and they're good for the environment, so you can be quiet. Because I've gotten stick for going on my little e-scooter, but I don't care. We're moving because a dog just tried to eat one of my eyes. I'm having a great time. So anyway, where on earth was I in this whole conversation? I guess I will just keep this video short and sweet. We'll keep it as how I lost my eye, and if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments. I also have a few videos out already. I have a video about my eye collection. I have a lot of fun eyes that are by an amazing eye maker called Eye Maker. I am on TikTok and Instagram Reels showing all my things about my eyes, giving you info about living with one eye. Also on YouTube Shorts as well. I have so much content around my eyes, and it feels so great to be able to do content around my eyes now, because years ago I was so insecure about it. I didn't even want anyone to know that I had a prosthetic eye, and now I'm like, look at my eyes! So yeah, I think we'll just leave it at that today, and whatever questions I get in the comments, maybe I'll make a video around that. No question is silly. The floor is all yours, and I will see you in the next video. I'm so excited to be doing longer videos again on YouTube again, and I have some videos planned to be going up on here soon, but I am going to go frolic in the forest. So I will see you all later. Bye!